Chromatic aberration. What is it and how we fix it using the lens corrections panel? So open up the panel, and the first thing we're going to do is just to show you, we're going to enable profile corrections. So did anybody see that? So what we get here is because this is a raw file, all of the information is being stored with the image. So we know it was a Canon camera, we know what lens was used, and we know what profile Adobe have been supplied by Canon. And every lens, to a degree, has certain optical issues. In this instance, there is some bending to the picture. So if we switch that off, can you see the picture bounce back out? Then we bounce back in. There may be a little bit of vignetting there as well, but I can't really see it in this particular image. So that's one thing we can do. So let's just now remove chromatic aberration. You've got to ask yourself, what is chromatic aberration? Some of you will have heard of it, some of you won't. So if we switch it on, did anybody see a difference? All right, I'm going to switch it off again, and I'm going to zoom in here. And can you see down either side of this pole, we have this purple fringing and this green fringing. And luckily for us, that's what most chromatic aberration looks like. Doesn't matter what camera make you've got, it's to a degree either purple and or green. So if I now tick that on, watch those areas. Can you see to a large degree they've disappeared? Okay, so let's just switch them back on again and switch them off, so you can see it's doing a pretty damn good job. But let's just move over here to the vegetation and show you what it looks like over here. So can you see we've still got, it's switched on, but we've still got some purple, and because it's in the tree line you're not seeing much of a green one. But if I remove it, can you see it's much severer now, and you can definitely see the green in certain places. So switch it back on. So it's done a pretty good job of the green, but look, an awful lot of purple. So you have to look at your picture to see what this is doing for you and if it's doing enough. In this instance, it's not doing enough. So what we're going to do is we'll switch that off and we'll go manual. Okay, so again, we have purple and we have green. So in this instance, we just drag it till we start seeing the purple disappearing. And we're getting pretty close. That's almost done it. Now let's see about getting some of the green. Can you see there's lots of green up there? So we'll go, that's because if you push it too far you're going to get an exaggerated effect. Now we've still got quite a bit of purple fringing showing there, but let's go back over to the post so you can see it where it's most obvious. So can you see that's an even better job than the previous automatic job was doing. So let's go back over to this area here. Now you can now change the range of the actual hue that you're working with. So if we now take it more to the purple range, not more towards the blue, can you see we're still decreasing that purple till it's almost gone? And actually, is it still showing up more green? So let's take a little bit more green out. Now if we just turn the light switch on and off, and sorry, it's bouncing in and out because I've got the profile correction on. So we just move that out. So how spectacular is that? So that's done now. But there is one caveat. You should only do this at the very end of your processing, because if you do this at the start, what's going to happen is it's very detailed maths that's going on in the background to fix these optical problems. And every time you make a change in Lightroom, it has to recalculate those maths. So generally speaking, go in and figure out whether your picture needs chromatic aberration fixing. If it does, make a note to yourself that at the end of the processing, I've got to come back and fix it. If it doesn't, leave it off. Okay, but leave it off the whole way through your processing. Okay, and send the questions to the usual places. Enjoy.